So, Rob, you came on with me probably a month and a half ago, and we talked about you returning because it was right after the trade. Mm-hmm. And so you were just kind of getting your feet wet again back in Philadelphia. Now you've been here for about a month now. I mean, how's it feel?
It's been over a month.
Yeah, how's it feel now that you're a little bit more reestablished back in the city?
Man, it's going great. I've gotten settled in my home, got my family here, got my dogs, animals all settled.
Nice.
Now it's finally starting to feel like home. Like the whole process of moving everything here, it took me a little minute. But it's nothing like Philly.
It's funny. One of the last times we talked, Robert pulls me aside in the locker room and goes, so you live in Jersey, right? I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, I'm thinking of looking for houses there. I said, oh, cool. Gave him, I gave you some neighborhoods and stuff like that. I was in the process of moving to the radio station. Didn't see him a week later. He got traded. I was like, oh, man, I hope you didn't do anything with a house then. But how much fun is it? We were just talking to Marcus being back here. How about you? I mean, is it like old home? Is it great to be back? Is it full circle? What is it?
Full circle, man. I can't tell you how much I miss Philly.
Yeah?
I can't tell you how much. The love here has always been exceptional. It's crazy. My family still have they Philadelphia gear from back then.
Oh, is that right?
Back then. So it's like my mom, she went and bought some stuff. And then the following, like I said, that week later, I got traded.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm just going to keep this. Like, it's all brand new, everything. And now full circle, she's back wearing it.
That's awesome.
It feels good, man. I can't tell you, like, how much this city means to me.
You proved you were an NBA player the first time you were here. That was the way, and obviously you travel, trades happen, it's a business. And now you come back as an established player, and every fan we spoke to was so happy to have you back. Oh, the defense, oh, we love Covington, all the things you can do. Do you recognize maybe that connection that you made by going through the process, proving you could play?
Yeah.
You and TJ were really the main two that really proved we're NBA players. Dario was a first round, it's different. It was really y'all two that came, quote unquote, like out the mud and proved it. Do you realize the connection that the fans have with you for that reason?
Yeah, because of the things that we went through. That time was a real trying time. I had a lot of teammates.
Yeah.
I had a lot of teammates that was turning. So for the simple fact that, for me, TJ, I'm trying to think of who else.
Jeremy Grant might have been, but he was second round pick.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Really just a couple guys that had to really just flat out prove they belong in the league, and you and TJ did it. And other guys, no disrespect to Henry Sims, for example.
Yeah.
He was a guy that just didn't stick. It's hard to stick in this league.
From Baltimore.
And you have. So I think that play, because the fans really appreciate you and TJ, I feel like, because of how you guys emerged through a really tough time.
I feel like our stories alone, me and TJ, is a representation of Philly. My whole upbringing, from the times that I had to prove myself time and time again, it was a Philly story. And for me to come here and have to do the same exact thing, it just made it even more, it made it that much more, productive and better for me. Because, like I said, I've always had to prove myself. And now that I'm at this place, I still hold that same chip I had on my shoulder before. Like, it's never left. Because at the end of the day, to others, in their eyes, I never was supposed to be here in the first place. So I still hold on to that. So I got time, because I'm not going to let nobody just come in and take what I know I can bring. Nobody's going to forcefully, push me out. I'm going to sit there, I'm giving my all until I can't no more. I've done that, and I've literally continuously going to do that, because at the end of the day, I have a lot to offer still.
All right, now that you've been here for over a month, again, last time I had you on, I was trying to talk to you about the team, but you just came back, so now you've had some more time. What's it like? What are some of the biggest takeaways you've had so far about this team, this Sixers team?
Love them, man. The way we go, we grind, the way we get after each other, the way the camaraderie, the chemistry on this team is phenomenal. And like I said, it's one of the best teams I've been on. Like I said, it's one of the best teams, just as far as that chemistry and camaraderie, it's one of the best that I've been on.
Do you remember where we were when the Sixers picked you up? Do you remember? So we're in this town. We were in San Antonio. And they call Robert Covington in, and he's shooting after practice. So I'm standing there watching. Brett Brown comes over. He goes, Cooney, what are you looking at? I said, oh, my God, you have an NBA shooter on your team. Because there wasn't another one on that team.
Nope.
But your game, so that's how you came in. And that Brett and I talked about, he's like, that's a legitimate NBA skill set that he has. Now you've grown all that. Like, what was the hardest thing to grow after your shot in the NBA for you?
The defensive aspect.
Yeah.
I've always been a okay defender, but the way that I am now, I had to build that. Because I never was a guy that, put me on this guy, that's my assignment. It was just, I did what I could do within the team.
Right.
So when I got that assignment, and, shout out to Brett and Lloyd Pierce, them were the guys that really entrust me, because Brett sat down with me and was like, man, you have a legit skill set that is going to translate, but if you can't go and guard nobody, like, we know you're an okay defender, but if you can't be phenomenal and exceptional defender, you're not going to last in this league. And he was right. He was right. So the things that me and Lloyd did daily for 3 years before he left was we got after it. We got after it. He would simulate game-like situations in after workouts, after we just had a hard practice. He'd be like, all right, come and work with me. We're going to watch film. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then we're going to simulate a couple drills. It ain't going to be time-consuming. It's just going to be boom, 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 boom. Right. It's going to be game-like situations, because we're going to simulate. You go guard somebody for 5-6 seconds, hard, and then you got to go run down the other end, make 2 threes in a row. Then you got to come back, guard again, do different scenarios. You get a steal, full break layup. Now you got to come back down and knock down. Like, it's just the way that he did everything. It really simulated everything for me and allowed the transition, because he actually, we studied a lot of film. And the players that he had me watch, it basically helped groom me into the 3-and-D player that I am.
Wow. So Marcus Morris was talking about how the Sixers, this team is deep. There's a lot of guys. And there's some crossover situations where maybe he's getting minutes when you can get minutes, or you're getting minutes with somebody else. Are you comfortable with your current role, knowing how talented this roster is, especially on the wing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This team, like I said, I've been on that team before. Like, when I was in LA, we was a deep team. When I was, it's just how it is. It's not that often that you literally have a team that's that deep as far as the players that they have. So, when it comes down to it, it's situational. It's situational, and you can't get discouraged. You can't do anything that's going to make you plummet. The main thing is that work. Right now, I'm working my way back to getting back fully healthy. Work. That's all it's going to take, and it's going to translate when it comes down to it. So that's what it's all about. Never get discouraged, and that's the hardest thing about a lot of people, is that they get discouraged when things aren't going their way because of X, Y, Z going on. I don't have that. I don't have the way. The mentality that I have is that when the time is here, I'm gonna seize the moment. And that's what I always do. Every time I stepped on the court, whenever the case may be, didn't play for, when I was in LA, I didn't play for 25, 30 games. Play in Memphis, literally break out, have a good game. So it's not about what am I currently in, like getting discouraged. It's about literally taking every day. I used to treat the stay ready games or the rise up games, like they call here, as real life games. So I used to play them as 28, 30 minutes. But I'm really treating it as a real game, because you never know when the opportunity is going to come. So it's that mentality about it.
Before we let you go, has it ever hit you how deep of a connection? We talked about your connection with the city and how you're like a Philadelphia story. But the process in general.
Yeah.
You had people fly out to Minnesota, man.
I love it.
There is a banner of Sam Hinkie hanging out at a bar downtown. Did you ever realize how almost cultish the process became in Philadelphia, and how loved you guys were because of it?
Man, you don't understand that when I used to go out in the city, restaurants, go out to eat, party with my friends, just doing things in the city. I never received that much amount of love to where the point where I was like, I know it's D'Anthony right here. I knew it wasn't nobody but Milk. But the way that they embraced us in the city was phenomenal. And they kept saying, yo, we got to keep weathering the storm, Y'all, we love what y'all doing for the city. Our time going to come. We only a couple years away. And look what happened. All of that couple years away turned into Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, Joel Embiid, Jahlil Okafor. And the way that this team went, we went from 18 wins to 10 wins to 28 wins to 52 to winning 17, 18 straight to end the season.
Yeah.
Without Joel.
Without Joel.
Without Joel.
And people loved you guys throughout the entire thing. Even the 10-win season.
You were a season ticket holder.
I was a part of the Revolutionaries. I was one of those losers, man. I was one of those
ticket holder during that time. They won 10 games. He was at every game.
It wasn't fun to cover sometimes.
It wasn't. We had a banner in the locker room that said we would not go down as the worst team in NBA history. We had a banner.
I remember that.
And we had games highlighted. It was like, we have to win this. We have to win this. It was a fun time, man, because it went more into the player development aspect of everything. And that's what allowed us to really thrive, because there was no real expectations. We were just allowed to develop. And that's what happened. Yeah.
It's awesome, man. Listen, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it
so much.
It's great that you're back, and we're excited for the future of this team, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You and me both, baby.
Get healthy.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'll be back soon.
There he is. There's Robert Covington joining us here as we're broadcasting live from the 6th annual Sixers Gala benefiting the Youth Foundation. We're here at the Please Touch Museum in an incredible spot. Thanks, man. We appreciate it.